You're locked into Hits 92.3. The views, stories, and opinions shared on this program belong solely to the hosts and their guests. They do not represent the views of Hits 92.3 Radio, management, staff, partners, advertisers, parent companies, or affiliates. And if you don't know what any of that means, listener discretion is advised. Now sit back, turn up your volumes, and enjoy the content from one of the greatest, dopest radio personalities to ever touch this microphone in 3, 2, 1.
The Goat Shop on Hits 92.3, the real
definition of internet radio. I'm one of your hosts, Pushing Nigga God.
Goat Shop, Sports Talk Radio, who we talking about, man?
Man, don't ask me nothing about no Shannon Sharp, bro.
I'm Stoner Brown, this is the Goat Shop on Hits 92.3. They beat Brady that Super Bowl, it would have been free.
The entertainment, like that's why we talking about it. Because of the cap.
Man, don't ask me nothing about no Shannon Sharp, bro.
Morning. It's your boy Stoner Brown. This is the Goat Shop. It is a wonderful Friday. Wonderful Friday. You know why? Fucking Hawks win. Goddamn. Hawks take game 3. Series is now 2-1. Hawks lead. Like, what the fuck? I just want y'all to make when you when y'all send your flowers, send your flowers to the kid because I told you so. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you send. I take Taco Bell over flowers. Okay, you can send me some Taco Bell or order me some pizza from Edgewood Pizza. It's my favorite pizza. I take a pizza pie over some motherfucking flowers. Because I told you motherfuckers. Just remember, I told you first. Okay? This Hawk team was something special. They were doing something special. They were building something special. Let me get my damn tab layout. Yeah, they just, of course, just like any other Atlanta team, when you think it's locked in, it's not. You know what I'm saying? We can have a 20-point lead, and it just all disappears. You know what I'm saying? The curse of Atlanta. But this time, I don't know what's different about this Atlanta team. No, it's not nothing different because when it comes down to the Braves, it's the same fucking way. When they won the World Series, it was the same way. They almost fucked it all up. You know what I'm saying? That's just how Atlanta teams do. You can't just get any straight out just championships. We got to, saying they got to keep you on the edge of your seat, Got to keep you on the edge of your seat. But they're doing well, man. I'm just proud of the Hawks, man. Proud of that Hawks team. Sorry that it's, I'm a Knicks fan by birth and by, region where I grew up. And I always loved the Knicks. I'm not going to lie. You know what I'm saying? But and everybody's been asking, man, who you rooting for, man? And I know you're a Knicks. I know you're rooting for the Knicks. It's like, not this time, bro. This time I'm more bought into this Hawks team. I've been watching them this whole season, especially, and then at the trade deadline, they did some shit that just kind of excited me. So I'm rocking with them for now to see how far they get in the, in the playoffs. Still got love for the Knicks, man. I hope that they do well in the future as well. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't the Knicks versus Hawks, it'd be somebody else. And that's why I was playing. I was hoping that it'd be Hawks versus Detroit because that would have been way easier to, decide on who should win. But no, right now it's Knicks Hawks, man. And Hawks, CJ McCollum. Yeah, listen. They're gonna have to renegotiate this nigga contract at the end of the season. If he got a whoever represents him, whoever his agent is, as soon as this shit is done, assign my boy a new contract or we getting the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? Give my boy a new contract. I don't give a fuck what the contract is now. Give my boy an updated contract. Let him get a couple more million before he get the fuck on the road because he's proven that maybe he can't carry a whole team a whole season, but he could definitely give you what you need in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Dyson Daniels, starting to show up with the defense. Kuminga definitely locked Cat down last night. That was something that they couldn't figure out how to get Cat open and moving around. Kuminga was all over him, and that made a big difference. That Brunson and CJ McCollum matchup, it made differences here and there. They did go on a run where they were down fucking 14 and just obliterated that shit. Next thing you know, we tied up. You know what I'm saying? So it's still the Knicks, man. They still one of the best teams in the East. I'm not gonna be surprised if they don't win this next game, tie it up, make it 2-2, and go back to New York. But if the Hawks find a way to win this next game and go back to New York 3-1, it's over. It's over. If they go back to New York 3-1, it's over. That series is over. It might end up being 5-2 at the end of it all. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that boy Soul God in there, man. Shout out to boy Soul God Chico. I see John in there. John Bizarre Fitness. You wonder what that's about. But yeah, a couple of good games last night. Hawks beat the Knicks. Raptors beat the Cavs, getting one game in. So far, the Cavs are leading them 2-0. So Raptors saved themselves last night, making it 2-1. Timberwolves beat the Nuggets, beat the dog shit out the Nuggets. That Nuggets team is not ready. Not ready at all, man. Jalen Daniels said that they don't play any defense, and last night he went out and lit their ass up every chance he could. Every chance he could, he put his, you know what I'm saying, put his money where his mouth was and showed them why this Timberwolves team is somebody to be feared. Tonight we got Celtics versus 76ers. That series is tied at 1. Lakers lead the Rockets 2-0 in their series. And then the Spurs and Trailblazers are tied 1 apiece. Wemby's still out. They're saying hopefully he'll be back by Monday's game, Sunday's game, because they play tonight. So tomorrow they'll be off. Hopefully he'll be back by Sunday's game. They're gonna need him though. I got a feeling tonight they lose this game. Trailblazers probably take this one because the Spurs just not the same without Wemby. It's just not the same team at all. So you know what I'm saying. We'll see what happens. A lot of things going on outside of basketball. But I gotta say something about last week. What's going on, Tiff? Goddamn, Plug's lawyer checking in. Don't forget that May 1st. Is the 1st a Saturday or a Friday? I think the 1st is a Friday. Yeah, May 1st, Champions Coachella. And make sure you RSVP. You've seen the flyers on my page. If not, I'll put another one up. But I've had flyers on my page, or you can go to the Plug's lawyer page, and she got flyers everywhere on how to RSVP. That's the 1st. And then May 5th, gonna be doing Culture de Mayo or Cinco de Culture. I think it's Cinco de Culture. With Modern Culture, all of them gonna be together. We're gonna be doing a live taping and a live podcast screening for Modern Culture at the Forest ATL. Make sure you check my page or check any one of their pages. Remo Rod, Tyler Chronicles, Ronnie Jordan, or Kamal Secret, or check with Craig on Contact Atlanta to find out how to get tickets. We're giving the first 25 tickets away free, and then tickets are $30 after that. Cinco de Mayo, so we'll be doing a taco bar and having margaritas flowing. All right, so a couple weeks ago, before the playoffs started, they gave the Lakers a 14% chance to win this series. Right now, I believe Kalshi has them at, I think, 85%. Before they had them at 14% because they didn't have Austin Reeves and they didn't have Luka Doncic on the roster being injured. Like you still didn't have LeBron motherfucking James. Okay? Like the disrespect that came from all over the league. Two things, Stephen A. Smith. Man, you might need to pack it up and retire. Cause you called two major things wrong. First, you said the Lakers ain't making out the first round, and they look like they're 2-0, and it looks like they might have a commanding lead and might make it out the first round. It's not done at all, so ain't no guarantees. But I believe that they're going to take this shit and beat the Rockets and make it to the second round. And then you also had no faith in the fucking Hawks. I know you're a Knicks fan, so maybe it's the fandom, but you ain't have no faith in these Atlanta Hawks. Diabolical. You said they were going to get swept. Okay? Everybody else around you was like, I don't know about that. Hawks look good. Man, who knows something? You didn't know nothing about the Hawks. I'll give it to you because sometimes I don't know anything. Like when I'm watching college basketball, I don't know all the West Coast teams because they play at times that I don't see. But you live on the East Coast. You've been watching these Hawks. The fact that you thought they were going to get swept. Come on, bro. I wish that they got to be like performance evaluations. You know what I'm saying? And sportscasters and weathermen, y'all get away with the most egregious bullshit. The weatherman could tell you it's going to rain and never rain, and nobody goes back and, hey, man, nobody checks the weatherman for being wrong. You know what I'm saying? There's no quality control committee for the weatherman, where there should be. Same thing for sportscasters. There should be quality control for sportscasters. The dude on Facebook named Aaron Cheney, he's definitely been trying to check my ass because I was talking so highly about KD going to Houston and how it might lead to them dominating the West. And I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? But that also was a Houston team that had James Harden. You know what I'm saying? But Harden is, right after that, he's traded to the Clippers. So anyway, but yes, Aaron Cheney, you were right. I was wrong. I thought that KD going to the Rockets was going to make a big impact, and that team was going to be a force to reckon with, and they're not. They don't have anybody else other than KD on that squad that steps up to the plate and scores. You know what I'm saying?
Man, in my .NET voice, fuck the facts and the stats.
You ain't lying. But yeah. So that Lakers team, y'all just hated on so hard, and I'm just glad to see LeBron get another motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, accolade on you bitch ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? Another tip of the cap. Like, y'all forget that this man was down 3-1 and came back to win a whole series 4-3. Y'all forget that. Y'all forget that they counted him out and he was like, nah, I'm gonna carry this team on my back. You think he wasn't gonna carry another team on his back? What the fuck? But anyway, if you watched that Nuggets game last night, I had to talk about this. The Nuggets finished the first fucking quarter with 13 points, I believe. 11. I'm sorry, I gave them 2 points. They finished a quarter 11-25. Minnesota put up 25. The Nuggets put up 11 fucking points in the first quarter. That's all they were able to put together. Like, what the fuck, bro? I don't know. I mean, the next quarter they dropped 28, 29, and 28. But they couldn't stop Minnesota. 25, 36, 27, and 25. You know what I'm saying? But to finish a quarter, you're a motherfucking NBA team. Well, y'all, everybody on the squad getting paid millions of dollars, and y'all finished the quarter with 11 points. Bro, I don't know. Adam Silver probably watching this shit like, what in the holy fuck? Who are these guys? I feel like after this, two teams probably gonna get blown up at the end of this season. I think Denver's gonna get blown up. Either Jokic gonna go somewhere else, or Murray's gonna go somewhere else, or just team players are gonna just slide the fuck out. Y'all got Rudy Gobert looking like a superstar, like a fucking superstar. The nigga had 12 rebounds. He had assists last night. And you know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with Rudy Gobert, but last night he looked like the motherfucking defensive player of the year. He had multiple blocks. Like everything that came down low, he was tossing that shit. He blocked Jokic twice in a row. Like, y'all had Rudy Gobert looking like he was the motherfucking man. You know what I'm saying? Nas Reed ain't even put up numbers like Rudy did last night. You know what I'm saying? Shit is crazy. But this team's gonna have to do something. I think Murray and Jokic should get the fuck on, find somewhere else to be, try to get on a contender. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no way Murray's getting another ring. Not on this squad. You know what I'm saying? But the other squad that I got a big feeling is gonna get blown up if they get knocked out the playoffs, the Knicks. I think they blow up this Knicks squad. Because even though, Jalen Brunson has given us some exciting, clips and moments over the years, and Cat has come in and added some depth, but if y'all can't get it done against the fucking Hawks, if I'm that ownership, get the fuck out. All of y'all, get the fuck out. If y'all can't get it done against the Hawks. Now, the Hawks definitely are look like OKC 2.0. Look like a young group of kids that there's really no way to tell which way they were going to go or how they want to go. But if the Knicks, the fucking New York Knicks, New York Knickerbockers that play at Madison Square Garden cannot figure out how to beat the Hawks, blow that fucking team up, trade everybody, get new pieces, get motherfucking draft picks, and start the fuck over. Okay? There's no reason. I'm not saying there's no reason. This Hawks team definitely is something special and something that no one's seen coming. So there really is not a whole lot of preparation you could have did for these kids. You know what I'm saying? But CJ McCollum is out here fucking flaming y'all, and y'all can't figure out how to lock this down. Blow this fucking team up. Mikal Bridges, get you a motherfucking contract to the Atlanta Hawks, nigga. Get the fuck off that team. If y'all can't figure out how to win this. Jalen Brunson, take your ass back to Dallas. Help Cooper Flag. Cat, you can stay there if you want, but I'm sure there's another team that needs your ass. Miami could use you. The Raptors could use you. If I'm the ownership of the New York Knicks, the only nigga I might keep is Josh Hart and OG Anunoby because their contracts are cheap. But otherwise, everybody else getting fucking dealt. Everybody is gone. Jalen Brunson, you gone. Take your bum ass daddy with you too. Okay? We don't need that. He can go coach somewhere else as well. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand this, and a lot of people blaming Mike Brown and what about switches? This is the same shit y'all were doing when it was Tibbs. When it was Tom Thibodeau, you were blaming Tom Thibodeau for why y'all couldn't beat the fucking Indiana Pacers. And then you fired the man. So you bring in Mike Brown, y'all right back in the fucking playoffs again, because you pretty much have the same squad you had before and the same coaching staff, except for Mike Brown. You know what I'm saying? And y'all go back to the playoffs and y'all struggling against the Hawks in the first fucking series. It's not the coach, and they better not fire Mike Brown. It's the fucking players. They better not fire Mike Brown. I don't understand. They people always give Mike Brown 2 years here and there or 3 years, and then he gets fired and another team picks him up because he's a good fucking coach. But he always ends up being the scapegoat whenever teams don't produce like they supposed to. There's no reason. Mike Brown ain't got shit to do with Jalen Brunson driving into a double team on the baseline, nigga. What the fuck was that? Why would you do that? Because you think it's hero ball. You keep thinking I'm Michael Jordan, or I'm LeBron James, or I'm Reggie Miller, and I'm gonna save the fucking season. No, nigga, you're not that guy. Every once in a while, you do hit a big ass shot, and you are a clutch fucking player. But when it gets down to use your teammates, bro. Then you try to make an errant pass, which turns into a fucking turnover, and the Hawks win the game. For me, it's hard to watch either way because I want to see the Hawks win, and I would like to see I like the Knicks too. I want to see the Knicks win. I'm a torn fucking fan. House divided. Whatever the fuck you want to say. People always talk about, you ain't no real sports fan. You don't have no. I am a real sports fan because I could cheer for more than one team. I'm not locked in like some kind of Dallas Cowboy fucking idiot who think that it's only the Cowboys or nothing. No, there's great teams and great players around, and I happen to like 3 different teams, and I don't give a fuck what the fuck you say. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Money Boy on the check-in. Shout out Nisha on the check-in. Shout out Kiki on the check-in. What's going on? It just doesn't make any sense. If this team if especially if the Knicks go down 3-1, if they go down 3-1 and still find a way to win the series, I wouldn't give a fuck. I'm blowing this team up. I wouldn't give a fuck what they did after this series right now would be the deciding factor for me. Because you're not winning no Eastern Conference championship like this. Y'all got to wake up. You know what I'm saying? I want the Hawks to win. You know what I'm saying? But Knicks, y'all got to wake the fuck up. Y'all got to make this interesting. Got to figure out what your game plan is, what your matchups are. Get the fucking ball out of Brunson's hand when it's 2 minutes or less. Move the ball around. Mikal Bridges was in the corner. You could have pitched to the fucking corner before you try to drive down on the baseline and get trapped on a double team. Shit just stupid, man. Y'all need another floor general. Jalen Brunson, when it gets crunch time, he doesn't always make bad decisions, but he's definitely making worse decisions. What's up, Jelani, man? Solani Eats on Instagram, my personal chef. It just doesn't make any sense, bro. It doesn't make any sense. This Knicks team, again, this Hawks team is something special. I'm not going to take away from them, you know, what they really are. You know what I'm saying? This Hawks team is something special. But they've only won each game by 1 fucking point. You know what I'm saying? A W is a W. I can't take it away. A win is a win. You know what I'm saying? We'll go on to Nate Tools. A win is a win. So it's going to go down in the books as a win. But they only won by 1 point each game. You know what I'm saying? They've done what Atlanta teams always do. They usually find a way to lose, Atlanta teams, close games. But this team has found a way to win back-to-back close games on the shoulders of CJ McCollum. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Johnson had 24 points last night. Dyson Daniels had 13 rebounds. Jalen Johnson led it with assists as well. You know, he had an overall great game, but he wasn't the hero of the game. CJ McCollum, again, was the hero of this fucking game. When it was crunch time and we needed a big shot, CJ McCollum is the guy who keeps bringing the fucking big shot. You know what I'm saying? It really shouldn't be that. You know what I'm saying? We should be able to get that production and have the big shots come from Jalen Johnson, but they're figuring out. You know what I'm saying? Josh Hart finished with 2 points last night. Mikal Bridges finished with 0 fucking points last night. That doesn't make any sense. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all supposed to be the number 3 team in the East. How y'all finishing with your starters with less than fucking 4 points? What the fuck is that? And Josh Hart played 40 minutes last night, 2 points. Mikal Bridges played 21 minutes last night, 0 points. Brunson had 26. OG Anunoby led the team with 29. Karl Anthony Towns had 21. Towns did what he could. Not gonna lie, Kuminga was all over him, frustrating his game. But he still showed up. But Mikal Bridges and Josh Hart, I'm telling you, bro, the end of this series, if they don't find a way to win this series, they are gonna. This team is getting dismantled and blown up. Mitchell Robinson had 2 points. Played for 11 minutes. Jordan Claxton had 8 points. Played for 17 minutes. And Miles McBride had 15 points. Played for 31 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that Knicks team did. On the other side, the Hawks had a smaller rotation. They only ran 9 players for the night. Okongwu had 9 points, played 37 minutes. That's not nothing that to talk about. But Jalen Johnson played 38 minutes, almost the whole game, had 24 points. CJ McCollum played 35 minutes, almost the whole game, and had 23 points. That's what I'm talking about. Nickel Alexander Walker played 38 minutes and only had 14 points. In this series, he hasn't figured out where the fuck he's supposed to be or what the fuck he's supposed to be doing. You know what you're supposed to be doing, Nickel? Riding that 3-point line, bro. Work that 3-point line and hit them fucking shots. You was fucking 3 for 7 last night from the 3-point and 4 for 12 total. So that means you only took 1 2-point shot. No, you only hit 1 2-point shot. You hit more 3-pointers. So work that 3-point line. You know what I'm saying? Get in the corner, be that corner threat. You know what I'm saying? On both sides. Maybe get to the top of the key. But trying to drive and trying to get up against them, that's not happening. Cat locking that shit down low. Dyson Daniels had 8 points in 33 minutes. Corey Crispert only played 5 minutes, 0 points. Kuminga had 21 points in 28 minutes. Kuminga showed up last night. Definitely showed up last night. Had a block, had a steal. Only had 1 rebound, had 2 rebounds in total, 1 defensive and 1 offensive. So Kuminga did show up. His main game last night was just disrupting Cat. You know what I'm saying? That's what he did best. Muhammad Gueye, I always say this guy's name wrong. It's Gueie. So I want to say Guy, but they say Gueye when he's out there. He had 5 points, 11 minutes, and then Gabe Vincent had 5 points, 14 minutes. Coach was smart enough not to put fucking Zach Ricochet back in or Tony Bradley. They looking like bums right now in this series. Zach Ricochet, last time he touched the court, was on the court for 2 minutes and missed 4 shots. So nobody misses that bullshit. But again, the Knicks, Atlanta outscored them in the first quarter 33-21. Then in the second quarter, the Knicks outscored them 29-25. In the third quarter, it's 30-30. You know what I'm saying? And then in the fourth quarter, the Knicks outscored them by 7 points, 28-21. But it wasn't enough. Hawks come up with a couple big plays in the last minute, and that's all she wrote, bro. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. You could not have told me that. I thought, it might have went 7 and the Knicks find a way to win a miracle game or something like that. You couldn't have told me that the Knicks would be up 2. I mean, the Hawks would find a way to win the miracle game, but you couldn't have told me that back-to-back games the Hawks would win by 1 fucking point. Anybody who had those odds, shit. Why? I need to bet with you. You know what I'm saying? I need to bet with you. If you knew that the Hawks were gonna win by 1 point each fucking game, you got it. Gotta talk about Braves basketball. Braves have won Braves baseball. I'm looking at basketball. Gotta talk about Braves baseball. Sorry. That's your job, nigga. That's what you supposed to be doing. That's what you supposed to be doing. Okay, clip that. Clip that. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Now, Braves baseball. Braves are have won 8 out of their 9. They're leading the NL East. They're playing against the Phillies this weekend, who they just went up and swept them in home. So now they're hoping to sweep them again. If they find a way to sweep them, the Phillies will end up with a 12-loss winning streak, which will be, 12-loss losing streak, which will be the longest losing streak in the current MLB. The Mets had it with 11, and then they won a game. So they broke their losing streaks. But if the Braves find a way to sweep Phillies at home, which they just swept them on the road, it's gonna be ugly. That Phillies team is pretty much gonna be out of contention unless they win everything. They'll be out of contention for the NL East pennant. NFL draft started last night. Wasn't a whole lot of nothing surprising. You know what I'm saying? Fernando Mendoza from Indiana went number 1 overall. He was the number 1 pick overall quarterback. He went to the Raiders. So that's why they moved Geno Smith out the way, sent him back to the Jets so they could have room for Fernando Mendoza and see what he's gonna do this year. I guarantee you they start his ass. This is not gonna be a sit-out season for Fernando. It's not gonna be a come in. They're gonna start this motherfucker. So we'll go through the top 10 picks. David Bailey to. God damn, I hate when they do this shit. Why you gotta do this? Anyway, number 2 pick was the Jets, David Bailey from Texas Tech. Number 3 pick was Jeremiah Love from Arizona to the Arizona Cardinals from Notre Dame. Jeremiah Love is probably one of the most exciting motherfucking wide receivers, running backs in the league. As a running back, you definitely got a Bijan Robinson type running back. As a wide receiver, I wouldn't, he's a smaller guy at wide receiver, but he's still gonna be dangerous. He reminds me a lot like a Tony Gonzalez type slot wide receiver. You can put him in the slot. He can come off the corner, you know what I'm saying? But as a running back, that's definitely a Bijan type running back. The Tennessee Titans pick up Cornell Tate on the number 4 pick from Ohio State. Number 5 pick, Arvell Reese, New York picks up from Ohio State. They asked Arvell Reese, how does he feel? He's a linebacker. What does he feel about being linebacker on the line for Dart? And he said, I'm willing to die for that, man. He said, I'm willing to die for you, dog. I'm going to die for you. I'm going to be on the line. I'm going to die for you. I was like, okay. Okay. Mansour Delane from LSU ends up going to the Chiefs. Sonny Styles from Ohio State ends up going to Washington Commanders. Jordan Tyson, which is from Arizona State, another phenomenal wide receiver, ends up going to New Orleans, where they definitely need some help in the wide receiver core. Spencer Fano, offensive tackle, big ass dude, big thick neck ass dude, went to Cleveland Browns. And then the Giants closed out the top 10 with another pick, Francis Mugai, another big guy that's supposed to be an offensive tackle. He also said he will die for Jackson Dart. They just pledging their allegiance. 13 years straight, Bama has a first rounder. That's what Slim said. My boy Slim, big Alabama fan. Yeah, they always gonna have first rounders, man. The program is still a program. They still pumping out. You know, they still have top recruits coming there and still pumping out some of the best athletes in the league. Hey Slim, what you think about them giving what's the name, giving y'all coach a $2 million bonus for nothing? What you think about that? I don't see no reason for him to get no $2 million bonus. Shout out Christopher Oglesby. Oh, what's up, Chris? I know who that is. Couple of other names to talk about. Ty Simpson got picked up by the LA Rams at 13. Quarterback Reuben Bain Jr. got picked up by Miami, 15. That's an edge rusher. Who's another name? Makai Lemon picked up number 20 from USC by the Eagles. That's the wide receiver. I think that's the Eagles trying to replace AJ Brown, which they're going to be trying to release come June, they say. But like I said, it wasn't too many. If you go through the list, they got it up on ESPN. Wasn't too many super surprises. There's some guys who went earlier than I expected to go. Malachi Lawrence, edge rusher, picked up from UFC by Dallas, 23. I didn't think he would be going first round at all. Who else? Did I think wasn't going to go first round at all? Blake Miller, I didn't think was going to go first round at all. Offensive tackle from Clemson. He did have a great year, but I think he was injured in the last game of the season. But the first round of the draft, if you haven't noticed, the Falcons had no picks in the first round of the draft. Their first set of picks is going to be number 16 in round 2, which will make them 48. The 48th, they'll have the 48th pick, and then I think they have the 79th pick in the draft. Yeah. Well, the draft goes like 5 rounds in the NFL. It's a 3 or 4 day situation in the NFL because teams have, they have 53 players on their roster. So there's just a bunch of space to fill up with, young developing guys, stuff like that. But yeah, it went pretty much as a lot of people thought. Wasn't many surprises other than, with the Falcons and Pittsburgh not having any picks in the first round. We'll see what happens in the second round. We'll see if Ian Cunningham, the Falcons GM, makes a bunch of changes because he's been talking about he wants more picks. And so we were all trying to see what would happen in the first round if they were going to make some trades to get some picks, but they didn't make any trades to get any new picks in the first round. So we'll see what happened. They have 5. The Falcons have 5 picks total, if you don't know. 2 in the second round, 2 in the third round, and I believe one in the fourth round. Who's got the most picks this year? I don't know. We'll find out real quick. I'm not sure. Why this motherfucker, when I want to do something. Anyway. I don't know who has the most picks this year. Then these buttons be so, I don't know. In the 20. Miami has 11 picks. Jacksonville has 11 picks. New England has 11 picks. And the Baltimore Ravens have 11 picks. The Pittsburgh Steelers have the most picks with a total of 12 fucking picks. They got 12 fucking picks and none in the first round. That's crazy. And then Super Bowl champion Seahawks have the least amount of picks with 4. That's crazy. Fucking Pittsburgh got 12 picks. But it's also crazy that 4 teams have 11 picks. New England has 11 picks. Miami, Jacksonville, Baltimore. That's crazy. And then the Vegas Raiders have 10 picks. And of course, they got the pick first. So, gonna be, I'm not really, this draft is not really as intriguing as last year's draft. Because last year's draft, of course, was the whole debacle with Shador. You know what I'm saying? So, with that debacle, everybody was tuned in to see what was the fuck was gonna happen. This year, everybody knew that fucking Stoner B. Who that? Doughboy, what going on, man? Shout out Doughboy. Everybody knew this year that Mendoza was going first, and there was no question about that. It wasn't no question about who was gonna go first. A couple of things about who was gonna go second, but we all knew who was going first. Fucking last night, the goddamn what is turning out to be the worst Atlanta team this year. The Five Stripes have lost again, so they're 1-9. If you don't know who the Five Stripes are, that's Atlanta's MLS team. Soccer team, sorry. Atlanta United. That's Atlanta's soccer team. In the last 5 games, they've got 1 win, but it's been all losses. So their record is 1-9 in the MLS league. They're trying to make a run for the MLS Cup, but it looks like so far they are out. They only got 4 points, 1 win, 1 tie, and 7 losses. So basically 1-8. In the MLS league, they're 1-7, but they're 1-9 in total. 1 win, 9 losses. They only have 4 points towards the cup, which they're not going to make. Oddly enough, hold on, what Slim say? Slim says the athletic director gave multiple extensions. I heard the university acquired some new boosters. That's cool and all, but what about giving the coach $2 million and he ain't win shit? You know what I'm saying? Why would you give the beer that boosters or donors? Understood. I know what a booster is. I'm just saying, why are they giving Alabama's coach a $2 million contract extension before his contract was even up? What is going on? What do they see that we don't see? Because y'all ain't won no championships. Y'all barely won any playoff games. And the recruiting is not like it's gone up. It still stayed the same. It's still Alabama recruiting. It's not like y'all getting all of the top 25 McDonald All-Americans anymore. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are just getting it's shaking out like Nick Saban said it would. I don't see a reason to give that man $2 million more, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all beat Georgia and y'all beat Ohio State, but that's it, bro. That ain't worth it. That's not worth it. Damn, it's Friday. We ain't do no videos. I forgot about the videos. But we will get back on it on Monday. Busy weekend in sports this weekend, so y'all make sure y'all tune in tomorrow. The Hawks play game 5, game 4. Sorry. Hopefully they can go up 3-1. If not, it'll go 2-2, and they'll go back to New York and try to steal another one. As always, I'm gonna be watching the game at my spot. You can pull up if you want to. Just hit me up. Braves start the series with the Phillies tonight, so that's gonna be. If you're a Braves fan, lock in tonight. More NFL draft tonight and tomorrow, and I think that again the Five Stripes have a game tomorrow as well, which they're probably gonna lose. Anyway, it's been a long, crazy week. I had to get my grandma to the hospital a couple of times. Not the hospital. She had a couple of appointments for eye surgeries. Thank God, all of that went well. Another thing I want y'all to start doing, man, start dropping y'all birthdays, man. Shout y'all out on the birthdays, and start calling in so we can get some more interaction with you guys. That's about my time, man. It's already been an hour. That went by fast. No, for a long time I thought I couldn't goddamn fill an hour's time up by myself, but it's starting to get there. You know what I'm saying? Starting to get there. Anyway, I'm Stoner Brown. This is the Goat Shop. Make sure you check us out on YouTube to watch all our full episodes or watch our shorts at the Goat Shop on YouTube. And if you want to follow us on Instagram, the Goat Shop 404, or you can follow my page, Stoner Brown 2.0, STNR BRWN 2.0, or you can follow .net's page, they call me .net. Also, you can follow the B Goaty page where you can get your merch, bgoaty.com. And soon I will be coming with merch for Higher Art Studios. This is one of our shirts right here. It says, Stoner on it. Goddamn. And the back is nice too. You know what I'm saying? Something I designed myself. You know what I'm saying? One of my own designs. I have that website for you guys coming soon as well. Hope y'all enjoy the weekend. Stay safe out there.
The Goat Shop on Hits 92.3, the
Read
real,
the real definition of internet radio. I'm one of your hosts, Pussy God.
Goat Shop, Sports Talk Radio. What we talking about, man?
Man, don't ask me nothing about no Shannon Sharp, bro.
I'm Stoner Brown. This is the Goat Shop on Hits 92.3. Hey, beat Brady that Super Bowl. It would have been free.
Yeah, the entertainment. Like, that's why we talking about it. Because of the cap.
Man, don't ask me nothing about no Shannon Sharp, bro.